CBS Young and the Restless Spoilers. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It is a rainy, gloomy Thursday, and my third cup of coffee is already cold, but we absolutely have to talk about the latest updates from Genoa City because my head is spinning. So let's just dive right in. So, according to the conversations we saw in the May 20th episode, Sally Spectra and Billy Abbott are officially gearing up for a massive, lavish wedding this fall. October, to be exact. And yes, they are expecting a baby. They are planning this huge celebration to honor their love and this new life they are bringing into the world. And honestly, I am exhausted just thinking about it. I mean, really, a lavish October wedding for these two? Let's be real for a second. I have been covering this show for a long time, and if there is one thing I know for an absolute fact, it is that a pregnant bride walking down the aisle in a soap opera is a disaster waiting to happen. A total, unmitigated disaster. It never goes smoothly. Never. But Sally is just so incredibly eager to get married before the baby arrives. She wants that ring on her finger. She wants the commitment. She wants the security of being Billy's wife before they welcome this child. And I get it. I really do. After everything she has been through, all the career setbacks, the constant judgment from the Abbott family, and the absolute heartbreak she has endured, she just wants a win. She wants a normal, happy family. But normal doesn't exist in Genoa City. It just doesn't. And the writers know that. They know we are all sitting here waiting for the other shoe to drop. And we have to talk about the elephant in the room. Ava, we cannot talk about Sally being pregnant without talking about the baby she lost with Adam. That trauma is so deep and so raw. The writers have actually done a surprisingly good job of keeping that grief alive, which is rare for a soap. Usually, they just move on to the next dramatic plot point, but Sally is still carrying that heavy burden. She still blames herself deep down. So this new pregnancy, it is terrifying for her. She is terrified, absolutely terrified of losing another child. And honestly, maybe I'm being too harsh on Billy, but is he the right guy to anchor her through this? Billy is, well, he's Billy. He makes reckless decisions. He spirals. He constantly fights with his family. But right now, he is playing the devoted fiance and father-to-be. So they are planning this October extravaganza. But you guys know how this works. The countdown to a chaotic, turbulent wedding has already started. The spoilers and the hints we are getting are pointing straight toward a massive medical crisis. What if she goes into premature labor? Think about it. She is standing there in her gorgeous dress. She probably designed it herself because she is Sally Spectra and she is brilliant and she is feeling confident and beautiful, showing off her baby bump. The music is playing. The guests are watching. And suddenly she doubles over. The panic, the sheer blinding panic that will hit her because of what happened with Ava. It is going to be heartbreaking to watch. I am already stressed just thinking about it. I really am. If Sally goes into early labor right there at the altar, it ruins everything. It turns a day of joy into a total nightmare. And the speculation is that she might not even make it to the hospital in time. Depending on where they hold this lavish event, and you know it's going to be somewhere grand and probably inconvenient for an ambulance to reach quickly, Billy might have to step up. Billy might have to actually deliver the baby himself. Yes, Billy Abbott, the man who can barely manage his own life choices without his mother Jill or his brother Jack bailing him out, might have to deliver his premature baby in the middle of a wedding venue. Okay, that sounded dramatic, but you get what I mean. Can he do it? Will he step up? I mean, Billy has his own deep trauma. We can never forget that he lost Delia. He knows the agonizing pain of losing a child. If Sally is lying there, panicking, screaming that she cannot lose another baby, Billy is going to be triggered too. The emotional weight of that scene would be incredible. It would be Emmy material for both Courtney Hope and Jason Thompson, honestly. But it would be so hard to watch. Billy would be desperately trying to keep her calm while probably completely freaking out internally himself. He would have to be the rock, the doctor, the husband, all at once. And let's zoom out for a second and look at the bigger picture. Y&R loves a ruined wedding. We haven't had a truly spectacular, chaotic wedding disaster in a while. Imagine the guest list for this October wedding. Jill is going to be there, right? Jill, who has made it abundantly clear that she does not think Sally is good enough for her son. Jill is probably going to be glaring daggers at Sally the entire time, just waiting for her to mess up. And then Jack and Diane, they are dealing with their own massive marital mess right now with the whole Patty Williams situation, but they will be there. And Adam, oh my God, Adam. Will Adam be invited? Probably not. But he will probably be lurking in the shadows, brooding, watching the woman he still loves marry his rival. So picture this. The whole town is gathered. The tension is already thick enough to cut with a knife. And then the medical emergency hits. The chaos. Guests screaming. Someone yelling to call 911. Victoria probably rolling her eyes initially, but then actually trying to help because despite everything, it's a medical emergency. It would turn the social event of the season into a frantic race against time. And through it all, Sally's mental state is what I keep coming back to. She has been leaning heavily on Audra lately. Audra Charles, of all people, because Audra secretly understands the loss of a child. Sally is trying so hard to be optimistic, to embrace this next chapter with Billy. But there is this dark, heavy cloud hanging over her. The constant nagging fear. What if her body fails her again? What if she loses this baby too? And if the baby is born premature, the complications are severe. We are talking about NICU scenes. We are talking about incubators and tiny monitors and Sally and Billy sitting in sterile hospital chairs, just praying for their child to breathe. It is going to be a long, painful storyline if they go this route. I kind of wish they would just let her be happy, just for a little bit. Give her a healthy baby and a boring, beautiful wedding where nothing goes wrong. But I know that doesn't get ratings. Drama gets ratings. Pain gets ratings. And the writers love to torture Sally Spectra. They really, really do. They just love to put her through the absolute ringer time and time again. So we are counting down to this October wedding. The clock is ticking loudly. Will they actually say I do before the contractions start? I doubt it. I highly doubt it. In Soapland, if you plan a wedding when you are pregnant, the baby is coming at the wedding. It is basically the law. And I am just bracing myself for the emotional fallout. Will this traumatic event make Billy and Sally stronger, or will it break them completely? If they lose this baby, they are done. I don't think their relationship or Sally's sanity could survive that. She would completely shatter. But if they pull through, if Billy saves the day and delivers the baby safely, and they have a healthy, albeit premature child, maybe they actually have a real chance. Maybe this is the trial by fire that proves Billy can finally be the reliable man Sally needs. I don't know. I change my mind about these two every single week. One day, I think they are totally toxic and doomed to fail, And the next day, I am rooting for them because I just want Sally to smile for once. But right now, looking at these spoilers and the setup for this fall, I just want Sally and her baby to be safe. I am nervous. I am honestly nervous for a fictional character, which tells you how much I need a vacation. But we will have to tune in and see what shocking twists are waiting for us. Because you know there will be twists. There are always twists. The countdown to a wedding filled with chaos, premature labor, and massive emotional stakes has officially begun. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, because I need to know. I am not the only one stressing over this October wedding.